This is Donna and friends, and today my special guest is someone that's familiar to the Cushing area. He does a whole lot of stuff, none other than Brent Thompson, the director for the Cushing Chamber. How are you doing, Brent?
I'm doing well.
Well, it's that time of the year. Another festival is upon us.
Yes, it is.
Festival in the Park 2014. What year is this for us?
26th, I believe.
So we're 4 away from the big 30.
Yeah, we're almost 30 years old.
Almost 30 years old. Now, Festival in the Park is held down in Cushing's Memorial Park, and it has actually a lot of facets to it. What is the main focus, in your opinion, of Festival in the Park?
What started the whole thing, and I think still remains to the excuse the expression, bell cow, is the juried art show.
Yes.
That's kind of what started the whole festival, and we still have today Rob Smith from Lockemire Art Center runs, I think, a fabulous art show, and we've got 20, I believe he said 23 artists that will be there, and it's such a mixed bag of art. I mean, it's not just drawings or paintings or etchings. It's stuff done in metal, it's sculpture. I mean, it's just a full gamut.
Yeah, photography, and it's all kinds of different types of art, and it's spotlighted there in Memorial Park at the pavilion in that area.
And everything else that's kind of come later has just kind of come as an add-on and to make it more of a community event. But it would not be the same festival without the juried art show.
No, absolutely not, and he does a fabulous job. What is the theme this year?
Well, I don't know of any theme.
Okay,
we haven't had a theme in several years. But
okay, maybe since Mr. Potato Head. Maybe
could be. I think that was the year before I got here.
Oh, you missed a fine one.
Yeah,
I had something to do with Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah, that was Rob's thing, I think.
Appearance. Yeah, Rob and I kicked that up because he does a series of paintings of Mr. Potato Head, Mrs. Potato Head, and so on, and all their children. So that we thought that would be a fun theme, if you will. Apparently the year before you got here, so you missed out on that.
I missed out on it, although I had it when I was a kid, so.
Didn't we all? Mr. Potato Head, nothing grander. And that just shows how some of the artwork can actually be very diverse that appears for the artists that are there at the festival. Now, we usually have tents set up for nonprofit groups, but speak to me a little bit about that this year.
Well, and we have them again this year. We have the non-food business or vendors who can be nonprofit or for-profit, either way. But they're not allowed to sell anything. Right. They can give out brochures or collateral pieces on what they do. But then we have the food vendors, which are all nonprofits. And it gives those folks a chance to make a little extra money to spend on their projects that they do throughout the year. We have 9 food vendors to date, and I believe 7 non-food vendors.
Okay.
So last year we only had 2 food vendors, so we've come a long way, baby.
So can you let out the cat out of the bag about what type of foods might be available?
Oh, you know, I'm really excited about the food. We have everything from chicken and noodles to cornbread and ham and beans. And we have turkey legs, and we have brisket, pulled pork, hot dogs, bratwurst. We have a soup made out of with bratwurst in it.
Okay. Interesting.
You know, it's just, you name it, we have it. We have a bake sale as well. I mean, so you can have dessert.
Well, yeah, because if you arrive at the festival early, why not plan on a cinnamon roll, for example, early in the morning at the festival?
Well, and we, what was it? We've got something actually, somebody's selling for breakfast. And I don't remember what it is, but it's one of our latest food vendors. But there'll be something there for breakfast as well.
Right.
So.
Run for the Mums is always a part of Festival in the Park, and that, I believe, takes place at 7 a.m., correct?
Registration starts at 7. I think the actual run starts about 8. And it will be at the corner of 5th and Little, registration, which is right there by the swimming pool. and then about 10 o'clock that morning, we'll have results and,
Right.
and give away the trophy presentations.
And that's a very well-attended event.
Yes, it is.
We have scores of runners from all walks of life. Some people just doing these runs from all over across the state, etc., to local school children, maybe their class making a
Yeah,
a
or
run.
you don't have to run, you can walk.
Right, right.
So, and I think this is their 25th year.
Wow, it's amazing.
So they've been around a while as well.
I think that is really an interesting concept. When they come in for the recognitions and what have you, and you see the numbers of people that have made the run, or like you said, the walk, it's really quite impressive.
Yes, it is.
It
And
certainly is.
most of them will come back down about 10 o'clock, even after the race is done. And even those who know they didn't win anything will come back down. They'll get something to eat, and they'll hang around for the presentations. And so it's an integral part of our festival.
Another great part of this festival is also how we get the youth involved through the school dance
Oh, sure.
and that type thing that take the stage.
Well, yeah, our choir program, our vocal music program at the school, our bands, you know, the little cheerleaders, the, you know, junior, middle school, I'm old school, I still call it junior high.
Right.
Middle school cheerleaders, the high school cheerleaders. Jillian Blakemore sets all that up for us, and she does a marvelous job.
She certainly does. She's a whiz at that, because that's a lot of organization.
It truly is. And, you know, you start at 9 o'clock in the morning and you fill 3 hours. So it takes a lot of work, and of course her kids, the Dance Star Productions, are a part of it as well. And I just love watching those little ones.
Oh yes, and they're an award-winning school of dance. I mean, they
Yes,
go
they
to
are.
a lot of competitions, and there is a lot of talent in there, and she is a great instructor of that.
She really is. And you're right, they have won a lot of awards in every year, you know. And kids graduate out of it as seniors, and they just keep bringing them on and
Absolutely.
keep winning.
Absolutely. It's quite something to see all the different age groups in her classes. Also, Lions Club does a chili cook-off. Let's talk about that just a little bit.
Well, I was trying to think, I think that starts at 11. I think registration starts at about 10, and the actual chili cook-off starts about 11, but they usually have 10, 12 booths of competitors, and you know, it's pretty good chili.
It certainly is, and they're not only judged on their chili, but also on their booth presentation. And I think that's always kind of a fun competition to see go on in that
Yep.
little area that's back behind what would be the stage area.
And some decorate and some don't, but I don't look at that as much as I like tasting the chili. So
Yeah, I think Hilltop Nursery is always a force to be reckoned with down in the chili cook-off, not only known for winning that booth presentation, but also the chili at times.
Yep.
So they're pretty heavily involved, and really we might give a shout out to them because they have provided the mums, the plants we see, many a year for the festival.
plus they also have always done the decoration on stage for
Yes.
us. So, and they have provided us hay bales for like the face painters and different tents of the kids stuff. So yeah, they've been a big part of what we do.
And then we always like to bring in some different musical acts. So why don't you tell me a little bit about what's happening this year?
We've got 2 this year. The first one will start off at noon, and it's a group called Rendezvous out of Tulsa. And for me, it's kind of nostalgic, I guess is the right word. My first barbecue and blues. I've got an old dear friend who plays with Rendezvous.
Oh, okay.
And my first barbecue and blues they played. So that was my first festival in Cushing. And now my last festival, they're going to play again. So,
Well, that's ironic.
well, I've got to tell you, I kind of
They're
played
with
it
you
that
from
way.
the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
Wow, great group.
But they play a lot of the old rock stuff and a really good band, and have been, all of them have been together for years and years. As you might know, if I've got an old friend that's on there about my age, that's not a young group. So
He's been around a while, is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, but he's, you know, he became a good friend of mine in college, and he was playing guitar, and he still is, so.
That is so cool.
Then the second group is a group I've been trying to get here ever since I came, or ever since I heard them, which was, I guess, my second year here, and they were scheduled the year it rained.
Oh, yes,
And
the big
so
rain,
they didn't get to do it. It was a group originally called the G Notes.
Okay,
It's called TNT.
okay.
And the T stands for Toby and Tommy, and then Ann is ANN. So,
Oh, tricky name,
Yeah.
tricky name. Well, now they'll take place, now that'll be after?
yeah, that'll be
Okay.
about 2 o'clock,
Okay. Festival itself runs till 4.
9
correct?
to 4,
Right. And again, the date for this,
October the 11th, Saturday the 11th.
totally free to all of you out
Absolutely.
there watching. Come enjoy the arts, the music, what it's like to be in a community that pulls together and has all its youth involved, and it has information about different groups here that are trying to raise money for different causes, along with businesses and their information as well. Well, Brent, this is exciting. Your last festival.
Last festival.
Last hurrah in the fall, and then you're going off to retirement in January, I believe.
Yeah,
correct?
we've got this, and then I've got the Christmas parade,
Oh gosh.
and then I've got retirement.
You'll be done. And with that, we're going to take a break. We'll be back, so don't touch your mouse. Thanks for coming in.